Port Adelaide. They're equal second at the moment on the ladder, 44 points. They're playing some pretty good football. It took them a while to shake off the Tigers last night. They kicked 4 goals, 8 in the last quarter. They're only a goal up at three-quarter time. Charlie Dixon back into some form with 4 goals, and Kane went off injured late in the game, but I thought he was probably the best man on the ground up until that point.
Kane, they get the points against the bottom side, but you're still concerned about it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a top 4 side, so they may be equal second right now, but there's far too many areas in their game that they wouldn't be happy with. They get scored too easily from the back half, and even Richmond, the last side, kicked 6 goals from their back half. I think their defence presses up too high, and once you get through that first layer, it almost leads to walking goals. So if they want to go anywhere, if they want to win a final, if they want to qualify top 4, they really need to tidy up defensively.
It's a good old-fashioned spray yesterday, wasn't there?
It was, and there's got a bit of airtime. We're showing it this morning, but I liked it, and this happens a lot in footy clubs, but Ken's obviously laid it down to the
What's he saying there?
Well, Kane came out after the game and said that it was around defensive action. So they'd been getting their hands on the ball, they'd been doing all the lovely stuff, the things you like to do as a midfielder, but the defensive action, and I just love seeing that. He knows what buttons he needs to push with those midfielders, and they're all aggressive, hard nut type players, and I love seeing it.
It looked like a smaller version of the Volcano at half-time yesterday, but here's the real deal.
Well, I may be a little bit different, Brownie, but I want a coach. I don't want a cheerleader. I think Adem Yze needs to stand for something, and I don't want to see this. This is rubbish, really, and I think he's been far too forgiving on this group all year. They've lost by 91 points on occasions, and he's come out and said, I can't fault the effort. And once again, you wouldn't believe it, he went with this after the game.
Our fans expect a lot from us, and so do we. So, yeah, I'd hope that up until three-quarter time they were proud of our performance, but, yeah, we've just got to get better and be able to finish off games better.
Yeah, they got some challenges, but I wouldn't be proud of minus 23 in contested, minus 23 in tackles, 16-4 tackles inside forward 50. Port Adelaide 16 more scoring shots than Richmond, and you're last on the ladder. Yep, you've got some challenges personnel-wise, but he's going to have to put his flag in the ground. I'm telling you, cheerleaders for coaches do not last. And I think he's got to be more demanding on this group and stand for something. And that extends to the way that they're treating Dustin Martin as well. Dustin Martin is walking all over this football club at the moment. He's walking all over the coach. And at some point, he's going to have to develop a harder edge, or the players are going to continue to run all over him.
So you didn't like the scenes on the bench. He was laughing, he was having fun. But what do you want him to do? Do you want him to berate the players when they come off?
I don't want him to berate.
What does he need to do?
I want him to, after the game, suggest this isn't good enough and we need to be better. We can't be having 16-4 tackles inside forward 50 against us. We can't lose contested footy. If we're going to lose, we want to at least win a tackle count. Port Adelaide dominate in every area, and Richmond go minus 23 in tackles. They lost by 91 points earlier on in the year, and he said, I can't fault the effort. After the game, he said Richmond fans will be proud of the effort to three-quarter time. Well, no, they wouldn't be. You're last on the ladder. This is this great Richmond team, the dynasty that has been there. They can't be accepting performances like they have this year.
We'll take a look at the Dustin Martin situation later on the show in Agenda 2, Brownie. Kane now finished the match yesterday with what was said to be a hip complaint. There are no major concerns about this. It is a precaution. You can see the score there, and that's when he came off. Look, he's had a frustrating season, hasn't he, Kane, with the hamstring problems that he had, which forced him to be subbed out of a game and miss another game, and other little niggly injuries, but there's no major concern about this one this morning at this stage.